would you say was the difference between Vienna and America?
Oh, Vienna, they were smoking a lot.
This is a lady who has a story that is going to inspire you.
My husband and the father of all 3 kids decided to kidnap them and flew to Tanzania without my consent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TCTV1 USA. This is the Bridge Podcast, and today I'm privileged to host a very, very special guest. I am sure everyone will be happy, so happy to meet her. But I don't want to preempt. I want to allow my guest to introduce herself. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's appreciate our guest today. It's about time. TCTV1 USA. All right, let's do this. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Good to see you looking so good.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
What have you been up to?
Busy.
Busy. All right, we're gonna get to know all about that. But welcome to TCTV1 USA
Thank you.
and the Tony Shira Show. And right now you're on the Bridge Podcast, which at the moment I'm running a series called Coming to America.
Wow. It's like the movie.
Yeah. Exactly, just like the movie. Please introduce yourself. I know my guests are waiting to meet who is this beautiful lady.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Violet Hobokera Mwandenga. I am a founder of Unique Journey Life Coach.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm a president of a non-profit called Flying Angels of Hope.
Right.
And I'm a CEO of Fail Private Home Care LLC.
Those are so many hats worn by the same person.
Yeah.
Which brings me to asking you, when I met you, you had not very long hair.
Oh, yeah.
And then after a short while, it grew into another level. And today when I met you, I saw that you've added yet another layer. What's going on?
Growth.
Growth from one glory to the next.
Yeah,
to the
there
next.
you go.
Amazing, amazing. I'm happy to see you and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know we've interacted with you for a long time.
I know. For years.
Yeah, for years. And you have a unique story. You talked about a unique journey. And I'm interested in letting our guests know, who is Violet Mwandenga?
Yeah, unique is really a unique journey. It's not just a name, Unique Journey Life Coach, but it's real. My life is unique. What I can say since my childhood until where I am, all the challenges and ups and downs and all the success and everything is, I can just say, is uniqueness. And it's only how God allows, we can just be amazed of where we are, but only God is the one who is guiding every step.
I think we can begin right there. Tell us about this journey. Where were you born? And tell us a bit about that part of where you were born, your family, your siblings.
I was born in Kandete Mwakaleli, Tukuyu, Mbeya, Tanzania, East Africa. In a family of my late father. Yes, I am Mwandenga. Was having, and my mother. We are nine kids. I'm 8, but one.
That's just
so
one
I'm
more.
8th.
That's one more than us guys are 8.
So we are 9.
Well,
Yeah,
you beat us there, but yeah.
Yeah, I call very unique. It was a unique family. My dad passed away when I was.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you. And I was born I don't want to say the year, but
Well, I'm told ladies don't like to say how old
no,
they
many
are.
people, when I say my age, they cannot believe.
Well, I know that. I'm one of the ones who don't believe. I know, but we will not tell the people. We are not going to tell you people
Yeah,
that.
a few years to 50. So, yeah, so this is what I know. And the uniqueness started when I was a baby. My mom, when we have a new baby, I was the last girl. She's having 4 girls, 5 boys. Firstborn passed away. So when I was born, my mom is having they call heterosed, I don't know what they call, extra finger. So all of the 9 kids, I'm the only one who is having extra finger, like my mom.
You're the unique one
Yeah,
in the family.
out of 9.
Right.
Yeah, and when she was holding a new baby. This is the story I'm told by my brother who was there when I was born. My mom say all the blessings and how special I am and how unique I am because I look like her. And she says a lot of blessings. My
Right.
brother is telling me is seeing everything what my mom said when I was born. Yeah. And
Have you experienced some of the things that your brother tells you your mom said?
Yeah, more than what he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, more than what he said. And
Is your mom still there?
oh yeah.
Does she repeat the same things that she had said to you back in those days to just confirm like
yes,
some of the
and
things?
she told me, my daughter, you are my firstborn. How can the last but one? I said, Mom, I'm last but one. Say yes, but you are holding special blessings.
Right.
So I'm calling you, you're my firstborn. And I'm so grateful for that, and I'm not taking for granted. Yeah. And not only that, after my dad passed away, because I was born and named like Violet,
Yes.
when my sister came over to take care of the siblings, putting them to school and everything, I say, my sister, you will not leave me at home. I was shocked, but my mind was... And he said, Violet, I know. If you are forcing me, you are very young to start a school. I say, I know only education will make me free.
Right. So before we get there, how did you grow up? Like, were you born in a city? Well, you've said the name of the place, but is it like...
it's not in the city. It's not in the village. So it was just a community in the district.
Okay.
Yeah, district.
So it's like a small town.
Yeah, small town. Yeah, small town.
How was it growing up there?
Those days there was no power, no electricity. So life, you can assume that there is no, no water, no power. So you can assume. And those days, even going to school, it was, I don't know, it was hard. That's what I remember. And I told my sister, for me to be successful in life, I must have education.
How old were you when you were telling your sister this?
I was 8.
8 years? Wow. What triggered you to discover that?
I hate cold, and it was very cold. Those who know, it's like Eldoret in Kenya.
In Kenya,
it's very cold. So where I was born, it was very cold, and I hate it. And I knew the way for me to get rid of that, weather and everything, is just to study hard and go to school and, secondary school and other areas. So she said, Violet, I'm going to give you punishment for forcing me. And then I said, what is that? Say, I will go to register a name you don't know. I said, I don't mind. What I want is education for life. I was young. Yeah, so she
at
went.
8, you were young.
Yeah, but I knew what I want.
Right.
Yeah, and I remember at the age of 10, I made a commitment, which I'm so grateful. The way you see me, I committed myself to myself when I was 10.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't believe. So my sister went and registered a name, Hobokela. When I went to school, the principal told me, Violet, your name is Hobokela from today. Then I say, it's okay, I don't mind.
So the name Hobokela you were given by your sister?
I'm told my grandma, whom I don't know, but my sister knew because she was there when I was born. So she forced. It's like to punish me why I'm pressing her too much to register me. So but the meaning is amazing.
What does it mean?
Have mercy on me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my name. So I stay there and study hard. I learned to write the name Obokela, and it stayed with me. It stayed with me for years. I just changed last year when I became a life coach.
Right. So you will tell us about your life coaching, but now you've been registered, you've gone to school, you're 10 years.
Okay. When I was young, yeah. So I was registered and starting. So at 10, I saw the community, when people, they grow up, what they were doing. I was not happy because I knew where I'm heading to is, if I'll live according to them, I will end up like them.
Right.
So at the age of 10, I committed myself. When I grow up, I don't want any boys' disturbance. I don't want... So I planned my life I don't know, maybe I was sitting under the tree. But I say, at the age of 10 is when I decided I will don't date anyone until I finish my bachelor degree.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how it will turn, but I will study hard and I will not entertain any relationship because I saw my dad was not doing good to my mom and I hated. So all the boys was not coming in my
would
mind.
you say, now thinking about it in retrospect, is that what you would say is like trauma?
Oh yeah,
Like what the way your dad treated your mom made you have a view of boys that...
Yeah, stay away from them. Yeah, so staying away from them, and why my dad is beating my mom in front of me and dad is not home. Daddy, I cannot see him and he's not providing for the family. And yeah, I'm sorry to say, when I was young, I said there is no need to have a father at home. If we cannot see him, he's not providing, he's just popping up. And when he pop up, he just slap me and slapping mom. Then I say it's wasted to have a father like this when I was young. But I don't know what happened. He passed away when I was 8. So when I was 10, I say I cannot be defined by what the environment, what is the situation, what is going on in my community, in my family.
Right.
I knew I'm very different and I decided to have my life.
Okay.
So I was studying hard. You know, back home, you have to, during lunch, you go home to eat.
Yeah.
I knew I'm not intelligent like those who are born intelligent. So I was not going home to eat. I was studying hard. And you know, those schools, those days, you have to pass standard 7 in Tanzania for you to go to secondary school. And you have to perform very well. So I was studying hard just to make sure my dream, the plan I have, the goal I have to go to university.
Right.
So I was studying hard. And 1994, I was the only one who passed to join secondary school.
Are you for real? Like from your...
Yeah, my school, all my age mates.
What?
Yeah, I was the only one who passed to go to secondary school.
Including the boys?
All of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was the only one. And it is unique because the year before me, there was only one boy who passed to join secondary school, and that was my brother.
Oh, wow. Now, we're talking about 1994.
Yeah.
I know I'll just park that. I'll come back to it at some point. So you go to secondary school.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I went to secondary school, Rungwe Secondary School, for 6 months. It was mixed boys and girls, and it was not good for me because I'm not doing good with boys. So I told my brother, this is not right for me. I need to go for girls, just girls secondary school. So he transferred me to Loleza Girls Secondary School.
Is this an elder brother? This
Yeah, second born, my brother who raised me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see like between the age gap between yourself and him. So he's like your dad almost,
Yes,
like.
yes.
Yeah.
And I have a picture.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I was when he come to make a transfer for me. Yeah, very humble beginning. I have the picture.
Okay. So he comes and gets you from that school and
Yeah.
has found you a different school.
Lolesa Girls Secondary School, very nice. And I went there, studied hard as usual. Just keep on working on my goals and a O level. And it happened again, unique, that year, 1998. I don't know what happened. There was, I don't know. But all the national exam, we did few subjects, then it was cancelled because
What?
the exam was leaking. But we still studied hard and come back and did the exam, and I passed to join high school, Lolesa
Right.
Girls Secondary School.
Right. Wow.
So I went there. Lolesa Girls Secondary School is in another region. I was another unique. I was the only Adventist
Oh, okay.
out of 84 students.
I know you're very, very staunch Christian and very, very active in church. I've come to your church,
Yeah.
you know, and we're going to come back to that. But were you practicing faith at that time through high school?
Yeah,
Were you...
since I was child, I was seeking God, just studying the Bible and living according to what the Bible says.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
So is this part of what was propelling your keep away the boys
yeah.
principle?
Yeah, because how can you do it yourself? It was God in me. So I was someone who is studying Bible daily, and so when I went to high school, I was the only Adventist. That was unique life because I was not a prefect. I was not a dormitory leader. I was not anyone as a leader in the school. But when it comes for a student to be taken back home, maybe he's pregnant, maybe the dad passed away, they were looking for Hobokela, me, Violet. So they were giving me a letter, Violet, this student is pregnant, take her home, this is a letter. So I will travel with that lady. I went one time close to Zambia.
But you were a student.
I was a student. It seems a matron, maybe a teacher, was supposed to do that. But
that's what I'm thinking.
They were relying on me, a student, and I'm not a leader, but very exceptional because I'm not playing games.
Wow.
Blue is blue, black is black, white is white. So they were they I don't know, they were using me like, we trust you. I was entrusted to take, if anybody is misbehaving or is pregnant, they'll give me a letter, I will escort that student back home.
But that's a big responsibility.
And I don't know where it is.
You don't even know their parents?
No, even, I don't know. It was my first time to go to Tunduma, close to Zambia. Then I did what I was supposed to do, and I come home. I come back to school and give the report. Next day, another time, there was a student, her father passed away. Because I was in high school, there was O level, lower level.
Yes.
So up to going back to, I was escorting her to Kiera, close to Malawi. I never been there. So this is the thing I call unique. It was kind of unique and God's favor and, just living for principle. Yeah, that was my life. And after writing exam, national exam, all the results were out for all the students except me.
Not again. Come on.
I don't know, like, why me? It's like praying, making a follow-up. I don't know what was going on in national exam and thing. But at last, they released the results. I was able to join University of Dar es Salaam.
So did you ever get an explanation as to what was happening to your results?
They were telling me I wrote one of the exam without a registration, which is not right. I was registering with all the other students.
Yeah.
Yeah, in life, you cannot explain everything.
Right.
It happened. You cannot figure out why me. So it happened to me, but I was never being discouraged, and I knew God is control. It was hard, but I was patient, working on it, going to a call Baraza Mitiani, National Council of
Examination.
Yeah, and going to the school. But to make a long story short, I was able to join University of Dar es Salaam, Bachelor of Economics.
Nice. Nice. So I want to ask you, in the time that you were being given these responsibilities to like escort, your fellow students or the girls to their home, were you a student leader?
No.
Because that's quite something. Like, how did they pick you? You're not the head girl.
No head girl.
Not a student leader.
Not even a class leader, like I'm a prefect or something. No. Yeah. It's just they know there is somebody, even I'm not a leader, and they will give me those huge responsibility.
I'm thinking about what you've just said, and something that's crossing my mind is like, what if something happened to you when you're out of school taking a student someplace?
They assume I'm a teacher. I don't know, and I'm not a matron.
Yeah.
It's something when I just reflect my life back, I see there was something very special, very unique.
It's a grace.
Grace and favor, because why? There was a head girl. Yeah, the head girl prefect or even dormitory leader, but and I was just being grateful. I remember those days. If somebody is sad, you will come to me and give them advice and pray with them. Yeah, something was very special, and I thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So now you are in University of Dar es Salaam. Tell us about that. This is a whole new level. How old are you at that time?
20.
It's probably just turning 20 or thereabouts.
I think I finished from maybe 22. I completed my bachelor degree when I was 25.
Okay. What did you study?
Bachelor of Economics and Geography.
Did you choose that, or they were choosing for you?
In those countries. Tanzania, they say, there is a lot of unemployment. We don't want to employ an economist and a geographer. We want to have something special to combine the two. So they selected us about 6, 3 boys, 3 girls, taking Bachelor of Economics and Geography. Knowing when we finish university, we're going to have employment. But it was not so. I don't know, politicians, I don't know how they do their stuff. Yeah, but I thank God I came out with. And when I was in college, there was a lecturer. If he wants you, he will make sure I give you 0 in a test.
Well, slow down. Let's talk about that a little. If he wants you, what do you mean?
I think infidelity. I don't know. Something was off. So if he gives you low grade, it's like maybe he gave me 0 over 100. I said, since I was born, I never get those results.
This is not your mark.
Yeah, then because he know you will go to the office
to raise the issue.
Yeah, the issue. And other people, they told me, when you go, then you change the topic. You are beautiful. And I say, what? Okay. Let it 0 over 100 be 0 over 100, but you not play with my mind. And that is made my grade because I refused to go on in a wrong way. Yeah, instead of having upper second, I ended up having GPA of 3.4.
Right.
Yeah, because of that assessment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens, as long as it's not a sin to have.
Right. So, you've talked about the lecturer in the university. How was your relationship with other students now at the university?
It was great. Yeah.
Right.
Just girls. For boys, because it was my first time now be close to boys. You know.
Because now you've gone out of the high school.
Yeah,
the
girls.
high
It was
school,
not easy even sitting close to them. Yeah.
But you're a big girl.
Yes, but it was not easy because I never have anybody who is close to me. Like, because the trauma of childhood, it's like, it was not even easy because my plan when I was young, I didn't plan even to marry because I know it is a mess. But when I was in high school, I love reading books.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a book by L.G. White, a writer, a very famous writer of a Seventh-day Adventist church.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book called Mind, Character, and Personality.
Okay.
So when I was reading that book, I don't know, it's volume 1 or 2, it is stuck in my mind. It's just, I don't know, it gave me very huge impression. One statement.
Which is?
You will be happy in this life when you are single, but you'll be having a fulfilled life if you get married. It's when I turn my mindset, wow, so I must date somebody and get married.
Right.
If this is what God wants.
To be fulfilled.
Yeah. To
That's
have
profound.
a fulfilled life, you have to get married. You start a family. Yeah,
So
when you are single, you are happy, but if you really want to have fulfilled life.
Yeah. Get
so
married.
it stuck my mind. I said, okay.
So are you reading this while in the university?
No, high school, after finishing high school, yeah.
Okay.
Before joining university. Then I say, okay, no dating until I have my first degree.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the book, I understand the book. I'll give you the picture of the book. Like, it says this, but I will not date anybody until I have my first degree because I know the confusion.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to study hard.
You're not ready for fulfillment until you have it.
No, yeah. It's like you have to turn on and you have to date somebody. For me, it was kind of crazy.
Right.
Yeah, because I was seeing my friends who they are busy, buying flowers, going night and.
Didn't you envy that? Didn't you want? You're a girl. Don't you like flowers? Didn't you desire those flowers?
No, I was just buying for myself. Yeah. No, I was just something, I don't know what was it, but I know. Because when I decide to do something, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So nobody was kind of enticing me or being envy or the way they dress, because many people those days when they go to college, they have money from the government and they change the way of dressing and everything. For me, I know that's not my lifestyle, so that's all.
Right.
Yeah, so to make a long story short, we have the graduation. Meanwhile, people are showing interest, but no, the door is closed. I cannot. Even somebody wants to be close to me, no. But during graduation, I invited all the boys who was interested about me.
Okay.
Was following up, So I need to be close to you.
So there were still some boys who were still trying to make moves, and you, the one that was just repelling.
Yeah, I invited all of them to come to the graduation.
Where was the graduation? In the university?
Yeah, but the party for myself, it was close to my brother in.
Okay.
Yeah, in Kimara, Dar es Salaam. So I invited all of I cannot say boyfriend because I didn't have. Those who were interested in me. So they came. One of them was Abedi G.K. Mafuere. So when they gave gift and everything, he gave me one of the gift and wrote something amazing inside. Then my heart was start turning toward him.
I'm interested in that. So, first of all, you do not entertain boys.
No.
But you've kept them, out there trying.
Yeah.
And then for your graduation, you invite all of them.
Yes.
And I'm just visualizing each of them coming, hopeful that, finally, probably, maybe,
Yeah, so one was a dentist student.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then we started relationship. At the end, we get married 1st October.
What was written in the
Yeah, because now
thing?
I deleted many things of what, because things have turned different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say, yeah, but it was something which turned me on.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I know just for the benefit of the viewers, like you've had a story, like some of the highlights of your step towards getting married and having a family turned out to be the most devastating experience that you've had. And we're going to talk about that, but not right now. But I'm just interested in, like, at this party, you know, what is the mood like, and how do the other boys react? At what point how do you even behave around all of them in that setup?
During
The
where?
graduation.
Oh, unfortunately, the graduation was on Saturday,
Okay.
on Sabbath. So I didn't go to university, no, because it was on Sabbath,
Okay.
November 26, 2005. So I didn't go to college.
So I'm talking about the party, when
Oh,
when
the
you've
party?
So
Yeah.
you've invited these boys. I'm trying to see
Yeah,
you,
scramble,
like,
scramble. So, smile, yeah, sharing smile. And yeah, it was, yeah, I didn't have that, like, preference, maybe close to this one, leaving this one, because all of them, they were in the same level.
right. So this one makes some sense, and you kind of open your
Yeah.
mind to now put the possibility of actually
Yeah. Started communicating, and
right.
yeah.
Right.
Just to shorten, it was 2006. Yeah, it's when I have my... No, I have my bachelor degree in 2005.
Right.
So we have
So you're still
courtship,
on course.
and we get married 2006. Yeah, and during that time I applied for a job in the government. Those days it was called prevention, PCB, prevention of corruption. And later on it was prevention and combating of corruption bureau in president office.
PCCB.
Yeah.
Okay.
President office is as anti-corruption officer. So I was employed January 7, 2007. Yeah, I went to Lake Zone, working in Bunda Mara for five years. Then I transferred to Mwanza. So it was 13 years when I was working.
For PCCB. Okay.
Until I come to America, then
Which now brings us to America. So
yeah.
is just before we come to America, the department or the office that you were working for, anti-corruption, and we know how sensitive those offices are. What was that like for you?
For me, it was part of my life, because that's what I was living before.
Yeah.
And guess what? You reminded me something. When I was second year at university, one of the lecturers was a Polish from Poland, doctor teaching us. And he said, I want to give a gift to Tanzania by taking one student to Poland, me, Bokera. And I said, yeah, thank you so much. So we started applying for visa, student visa, going to Poland.
Right.
And he said, Violet, I'm going to Poland now to prepare for a place for you to come, accommodation and everything. Yeah, the family knows you, and because I was teaching their kids English.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he went to Poland, he left me processing and everything to embassy.
Right.
There was a day the embassy called me. They said, Violet, when you will be going to Poland, you will be 24. But the policy of Poland for foreign students ends 23rd. 23rd.
Or when you're still 23.
Yeah, so there is no way you will be accommodated in Poland.
No.
I said, oh, give me a break. What is going on? And I emailed my professor, and he emailed me back, Violet, everything is ready for you. Yeah, Hobokela, those days.
Yes.
Hobokela, everything is ready for you. Why? Why don't you go and just make another certificate? Just give just a little bit of money, people will change, Money talks.
So what you're saying is this person is telling you to alter your certificates and change your
Yeah, so
years?
that I may be accepted.
Okay.
But for me, it was not a question to ask twice. I emailed back, thank you so much for being ready to help me, but I cannot give a bribe to have a new birth certificate.
Right.
Because God was there when I was born, and I love my government. I cannot give corruption.
That is beautiful.
Thank you so much. Guess what? Until now, he is part of family members. And on my wedding, he sent his firstborn to come to my wedding. And
Wow.
he's respecting the integrity.
Yeah, that you showed.
Yeah, it's like you are declining the offer to come to Poland. Because just you cannot change your birth certificate. I say, yeah, I can't. So, but he was sending money, Western Union.
Yeah.
Sending me money. He's appreciating of who I am. I cannot lower my standard because of Europe.
Yes. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you can trace your journey of not supporting corruption from way back.
Yeah, so for me, being an anti-corruption officer, it was not strange.
It was not strange.
Just drinking water.
Right. Did you make enemies?
Oh, yeah, nobody will be... it's not everybody will be happy because... Right. No. So it was scary. It was not easy, but I did it. And for me, even when I go to court, as an officer, as first witness, I will do all the cross-examination and everything. I know what I'm doing because I'm not helping criminals or to cover up.
Yes.
Let the truth be known. Yeah,
right.
Even when I came here to America, I don't know what the other criminals, people and their attorneys and lawyers, they were following up my life. It's not in Tanzania, so they make sure they temper something, and it was not good. Yeah, then I was wondering, how do they know I came to America the first time?
Right.
Yeah.
Which you're going to tell us about. So, 13 years you've worked for PCCB.
Yeah, anti-corruption officer.
Yeah. How do you come to America? Is America the first place that you traveled? Now you didn't get the opportunity to go to Poland.
Oh, yeah.
So
listen, I'm so grateful, and I'm not taking for granted like I was the officer of anti-corruption. It helped me build confidence in myself and knowing who I am and to know the value of integrity. It's like I have a husband, but I could not share anything about my job or those aspects or what is going on. Yeah, I mean it. Even when I go to public education, community education, sharing, awareness about anti-corruption. I was going to schools, opening anti-corruption clubs to secondary school. I was telling them the importance of setting goals because that's only will set you apart. Setting goals and stay focused, because if you cannot do that, you will end up anywhere. So I really love, because I'm a people's person. So I was an investigator, and at the same time, they put me in a community education section.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Right.
So I did it. It was not easy, but I did it anyway. Yeah, and, by the support of the team and the boss. Yeah, it's just to know the importance of integrity and focus and know what it entails and, what I can say is not just integrity, micro integrity. It matters.
Right.
It matters a lot. And 2007 summer, one of the officers sent me a message, a lawyer, an anti-corruption lawyer, said, Violet, there is a competition worldwide for anti-corruption officer. Anybody who is dealing with anti-corruption, you can compete. And if you are selected, you can go to Vienna, Austria.
All right.
Then I said, oh, that's great. The link is here. I started processing.
Okay.
Yeah, my mind is... I didn't see myself being in Tanzania for the rest of my life.
Right.
So I applied and everything. Before I sent the application, I went to pray. I said, God,
yes,
you are the owner of the whole universe.
Yes.
I'm in Africa, but I want to go to see the other part of the world.
Oh, by the way, viewers, even before this podcast began, we prayed. She led a prayer.
Yeah, so it's like, Lord, guide me and give me favor to these people and let them pick me.
Right.
And after 2 weeks, I just received the email, congratulations, Bokera, you have been selected.
Wow. Wow.
To come to Vienna, Austria.
How was that like? How was that moment?
For the first time, it's like you go to Europe. It was so great, and I was... Then, to be positive, I was happy to know I believed in myself.
Yes.
And there was no coach to help me, nobody. It's me to write the purpose of life, to compete everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was very happy. Then I applied for, I'm working with the president office and anti-corruption to process all the...
travel.
Yeah, having outfit, because you are going out of the country, you must have outfit. So I applied. Yeah, I have a presidential, concert for you to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And those days it was President Magufuli. People were not going out of the country. But I went.
Magufuli, President Magufuli was like an icon of governance for Africa.
I know.
Very, very different kind of a president.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what it meant, like allowing an officer in his government to travel out of the country.
Yeah, they can't avoid, because this is from from Summer Anti-Corruption Summer Academy in Austria, Vienna.
Mm-hmm.
They're the one who was sponsoring everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's not the government of Tanzania.
Right.
It's just allowed me to go.
Yes.
So when I was boarding in Mwanza, taking a flight to Dar es Salaam, they said, where are you going? I'm going to Europe. Nobody's going out of the country. What is going on? It's just a unique journey and grace and favor.
What did you say the name meant again?
What?
Your name, that name, Hobokela?
Meaning, have mercy on me.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so I
here
went.
You are, people are not allowed to travel out.
Yeah.
But you've been allowed.
Yeah, so I went. I was the only Tanzanian to go there for the anti-corruption. So we have Zambian, Malawian, few countries, very few African countries. I was holding my flag, with my scarf. It was so funny going to Dubai. They are waiting. My name was so long, so they were holding like this. Hobokela Yesaya Mwandenga.
Oh, yeah. Those are
at the airport.
Letters.
Yeah. It was so funny. You go to the hotel, and I bought a watch, just a souvenir to make sure I'm going to Europe with another watch.
Right.
Yeah, so it was so funny and nice, and I was very grateful.
How long was the trip?
10 days.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so what was the trip all about?
Training for anti-corruption, because we were all anti-corruption officers. Yeah, officials, government
from different
officials.
countries.
Yeah. And that were coming from Europe, all the continents. It was 41 countries, Tanzania inclusive, and I was the only one representing. Yeah, this is giving courage that you can go anywhere. Even, they say even the sky is not the limit.
Right.
Yeah, just when you believe in yourself, you are doing what is right, and that's what happened. So when I went to Vienna, Austria, I said, wow, these first world countries, this is the way they look like.
Tell us about that. Tell us, what did you find that was different from
Amazing
Vienna with what was
transport
in...
and sunset 9:45 at night. How comes? I take pictures. It's so funny. Food. And now I fell in love with vegan food and all the nuts and all the varieties, and I loved it. I even learned new dishes on how to cook eggplant. Nowadays I'm preparing for Vista. Since then I learned a lot of things.
Wow.
Yeah, then when I went back to Tanzania, I knew I'm not belonging there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come? Because I was thinking, like, you've gone out there, you've learned so much. It's time now to bring all of this back home.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Kind of intrusion. It tells you don't belong, but I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
So when I landed, dust, noise, motorcycle, everything, because it's very different from Europe. You cannot see the bicycle in front of motorcycle.
The chaos
yeah,
that
everything,
go on.
and you just find this. What is this? My husband and the father of all 3 kids decided to kidnap them and flew to Tanzania without my consent. There was a wedding in Florida.
This is the Bridge Podcast coming to America. Remember to subscribe and share and like what you see so that we can get these stories going on. My name is Tony Shira. See you on the next one. It's about time. TCTV 1 USA.